Welcome to Operation Data Analytics. Today we're going to cover the average function in Microsoft Excel. The average function can be used to quickly calculate an average based on multiple cell values. In our first example, I'm going to go ahead and click on cell F1, and I'm going to type an equal sign, average, and then an open parentheses. Now, in this first example, what I want to do is I want to get the average amount of all of sales amount 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover over column C, and then I'm going to left click to select the entire column. Once I have column C selected, then I'm going to close the parentheses, and I'm going to hit enter on the keyboard. This results in a value of $3,686.67, which is the average of all sales amounts in column C. The next example, I'm going to show you how you can use that same average function to average multiple columns of data together instead of just a singular range or a singular column. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the function that I have, and I'm going to retype equals average, open parentheses. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to left click again on column C, just like in our first example, but instead of closing the parentheses, I'm going to go ahead and add a comma, and then I'm going to left click on column D. Now this is telling the function that I want it to average everything in column C, and then I also want to average everything in column D, and I want to average all of those together. So I'm going to go ahead and close the parentheses. And you can see that the average is $3,436.67, which is the average of all of the values in these two columns. Now let's say that I just want to average the sales for a specific employee. So let's go ahead and say Jack Harrison, for example, and I just want to average sales amount 1. I can use that same function, but write the function in a different way so that it's not averaging up the entire column. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type equals average, open parentheses, and then I'm going to click on the first sales amount that corresponds to Jack Harrison, which is going to be cell C2. Then I'm going to add a comma, and I'm going to click on the next corresponding sales amount to Jack Harrison, which is C5. And then I'm going to continue to add commas and click the corresponding cells until I have selected everything for Jack Harrison. Once I have all of those corresponding sales amounts selected, I'm going to close my parentheses, and then I'm going to hit enter on the keyboard. This results in an average of $3,780, which is exclusively the sales amounts in column C for Jack Harrison. The final example that I'm going to go over is actually an automatic function within Microsoft Excel that causes the document to always automatically average any active selection that you have. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to click on column C, same thing that we did in our first example, but instead of typing up a function, I'm actually just going to look in the lower right-hand corner of the document. You can see that the average is showing $3,686.67. The document has automatically averaged column C for us as soon as we made that selection. That's everything that we have for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more content like this in the future.